Hello, everyone, and welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that helps entrepreneurs go all in on their business, and we introduce them to professionals that can help them to do so. Today, we have a very special guest. Gabrielle, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
Excellent, excellent. We surely do appreciate you coming on today. Go ahead and introduce yourself and the name of your business.
All right. So, hi, everyone. My name is Gabrielle Mills. I am the president and co-founder of a company called Sourced. We're out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we do back office support for small to mid-market companies.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, we understand that time is one of our most valuable resources. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about your journey.
So I started my entrepreneur journey when I was in college. I had the idea that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I actually dropped my business major because I didn't think I had the chops for it. Mostly because I didn't want to take accounting, which is funny because now I do accounting in my business. So it's the great comedy of my life, really. Right. I decided to go into business with my mom. Okay. And she's a great businesswoman, great salesperson. So we looked for a franchise for a long time. Long story short, if talking about time, what I think is the important thing beyond my story is that we've been in business for 9 years. Okay. Next year is our 10th anniversary. We're so excited.
Congratulations.
But there were a few years in there in the beginning where we were just trying to figure out stuff. And there was a lot of things that distracted us and things that we had to learn. We started this business from no knowledge, no model, no nothing. It's not a franchise. There's at the time there was nothing like it. The services that we do are accounting, marketing, HR, admin support, and talent acquisition. Okay. Chrissy and I, who's my mom, had no experience in any of those things. So we were as green could come. Yes. When we're talking about time being the important, your best asset and saving that, what I want to counsel people on is a couple of things. Yeah. First, don't be afraid to fail. Actually, I don't even believe in failure. Kobe Bryant says you either succeed or you learn. That's right. Totally buy that. But I think you should spend a lot of time on your model. Okay. Because we didn't know anything, we just started looking for business everywhere, and we could have spent more time developing the processes and the standards that we eventually had to back up into. Now, we got there eventually, but it did take us quite a bit of time. Okay. And I would have started a little bit smaller, maybe with not quite as many services. Right. We kind of accidentally, on purpose, started 5 businesses at the same time, though at the time it was 4. It was a long story. Okay. But I would say time being your most important asset, use it wisely, get strategic, think about things, and consider like all the little elements of your business, but also do what you got to do to drive sales. And that's really what we were doing. Okay,
makes a lot of sense. Now with this, was this the first thing that you did as far as right out of school? You went straight into business with mom?
No. So I thought that, I had the idea in college that I wanted to do something. Okay. Had no idea what. In fact, I came to this realization right as I was about to graduate, and I was like, well, man, I should have stuck with that business major. That would have been helpful. Yes. But I was like, well, I guess that ship sailed. Yes. No pun intended.
Absolutely.
And I got an internship early on in my college career with IHG, the hotel company. Okay. Loved working there, and they offered me a job after I graduated. So here I am, 20, 21, whatever age I was, and I'm like, I'm going to do the corporate ladder thing. I'm going to make all this money, have a sweet 401k, have 2.5 kids, and then I'm going to do the entrepreneur thing. Yes. That didn't happen. Right. Chrissy and I got really excited about creating something or doing something. At first, it was franchises we were looking for, and then we can talk about that story.
Yes.
But no, it actually came. So I worked at IHG for 6 years before I quit cold turkey and went full time into entrepreneurship.
Now, quitting cold turkey, I always ask the question, was it an event or did something happen that made you say, you know what, I'm going to be done with this corporate and I'm going to burn the ship and go all into Sourced? Or did you just say, hey, I'm going to do this? Was there an event there?
It was closer to the, hey, I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
It was, so I loved IHG. I worked in the branding and marketing department. I had such a fun job. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't play the corporate game well at all. Right. I think I was well liked. I think I did a good job, but the inner relations of corporate, I could not be on the A team. I was always considered like the B will develop her there. She'll get there. And I'm like, what the hell? I am busting my butt.
Yeah.
I was there for a longer time than my peers who came in after. They were getting promoted past me. And I've got my loved ones in my ear going, what the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Right. And I finally, once I left, I was like, you know what? That just wasn't the right environment for me. So it was a slow burn.
Okay.
But really, I just, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
And Chrissy and I had this idea for a business. And we were like, the stars aligned to where my lease was coming up. I was single. We wanted to do this together. I actually had just gotten my dream job and it wasn't so dreamy. So there was a bunch of things that like the stars aligned and I saw the path.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this shot. I'm going to kill my lease. I'm going to move into my mom's basement, get rid of all my bills, swallow my pride, and I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't so much of an event, but I just took the shot.
Yeah. It sounds like it was something that you wanted to do from the beginning because you took up that major in business to know, hey, how do businesses work? You change courses just a little bit. What did you end up majoring in?
It's a funny story, and I'm kind of laughing a little bit on the inside because yes, that is how it would seem on the outside.
Yes.
But no, I wanted to be an actress growing up.
Okay.
And so then when I dropped that at 17, I was pretty serious about it. Went to California, did the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
And then I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. So then I asked my parents, I'm like, so what major should I get? And they're like, you can't go wrong with business.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So then I show up to Econ 101. Now, granted, it was 8:30 in the morning, and I am not a morning person. But I was like, I can't think of anything worse. Like just the concept. I was so young. The concept of supply and demand at 8:30 in the morning, I could not freaking get it.
Yes, yes.
Now I'm like laughing at myself. But the thought of taking accounting, I was like, no way.
Right.
I have to drop this major. So then I was like, all right, what is as close to a business degree as I can get without taking accounting? I know. Marketing. Okay. Except marketing was in the business school, so I still had to take accounting.
Yes,
so I ended up getting a journalism major, which is a pseudo marketing major, which is a pseudo business major. So it was just it was all across the board.
They're all kind of connected together. I'm sure it helped you though in the long run because you were able to get all those different skills, a little bit of taste of different things. So it worked out. I mean, you're here now.
Sure.
You're here now. So you were telling us a little bit about those different services with your business.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and dive into it. Go ahead and tell us all about Sourced and what you do and, how can we help you? Who can we get you out in front of?
Thank you for asking. I love talking about my company. It's a very big source of pride and fulfillment for me and for my mom and for everybody that works there. So the company is called Sourced. And as I said, we do back office business services. It's a little bit of a niche industry that's kind of up and coming right now. Now we've been doing it for 9 years. I like to think we came up with it first. But essentially, one side of our business is fractional. That's designed for the smaller, lower mid-market companies where we have a